We're not quite sure what to make of the Cleveland Browns as we move forward, and also the San Francisco 49ers. I guess I know a little more about the Niners than I do the Browns, but here we go with a national TV, and here you have a referendum on both teams. Been a while since the Niners have been in prime time. Been a long time since they've been in prime time. But they've started out 4-0 and completely dismantled the Browns on national TV. And they have all the ingredients here. You got Jimmy Garoppolo, who looks solid at quarterback. They got a good running game. They got a really good tight end in George Kittle. Defensive line full of first-round draft picks. They look good. Kyle Shanahan seems to be growing into the job there with his play calling. The Niners haven't faced tough competition yet, but they have the Rams coming up this next weekend, and I believe Los Angeles is a 4.5 point favorite. They still have to face Seattle a couple of times, but San Francisco looks like a complete team. They have ditched that losing label and seem pretty secure that they're going to be a good team here from start to finish. It's still early. We judge these teams and we say, oh, somebody's really good. And then we go, well, who have they played? The Patriots, are they good? Are they really good? Is Buffalo really good or just good? Or maybe this is kind of a mirage. Is San Francisco really good? Some of these teams we know are really bad. And then there's Cleveland. Are they bad? Are they average? Bad night? They look great against Baltimore, and look what happened here. You start with Baker Mayfield. Well, let me start with Fredo Kitchens, the head coach for the Cleveland Browns. I don't know if he's in over his head. My biggest concern was the coaching going into this season. And right now, I still have concerns about the coaching there. And Baker Mayfield, I got questions about him, and I think we all should have questions about him. It feels like he's holding onto the ball too long. And, these guys on the defensive line, Nick Bosa said that. Man, I love that he holds on to the ball. And they went after him last night, and they made him look pedestrian. They still have weapons there. We did say that there's a chance they could start out 2-6, 2-7. We did say that. I did say that. I don't have them making the playoffs. They're not in a very tough division, so they can still rally the troops here. But there are concerns here. You look at that schedule here in the first half of the season, and I think there's a very good possibility that they could have just 2 wins in the first half of the season. That's just my gut feeling. McLevin?
Does that knock them out of contention, or are the Ravens going to come back down to earth enough where it's still a fight if they get in the second half?
It still feels like it's a 9-win division. If you win 9, you can win that division. Because, the Bengals aren't going to put up a fight. I don't know how good the Steelers are. You have rumors now of Mike Tomlin maybe, taking over in Washington if he gets fired as the Steeler head coach. So there's a lot going on here. But, the Cleveland Browns came in with a lot of hype, and you would have thought with that swagger, they were going to be – people had them going to the AFC title game. And it's hard to put a team together, bring in personalities, bring in a coach who's been elevated. And certain coaches are just coordinators. I don't know Fredo Kitchens. I don't know him. But, this fast ascension into being a head coach, and then we're going to say, we're going to pencil you into a playoff berth. That's asking an awful lot of anybody. And you have these personalities in here, the expectations, they are obsessed with social media, and you just want to say, just play football. Just remember who you were. Not who you are, but who you were. And if you win, you can become a star if you want to. If you win. But you haven't won. Like, we look at what the Browns did last year and we go, oh, man, they had a losing record. Like, the bar was so low for the Browns that now it's so high. And I don't think that they can live up to those expectations.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune into Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV. Stream for free on BR Live or download the Dan Patrick Show app.